Hi guys, happy Sunday, happy Holy Sunday. I just got called to share Isis, a message from Isis, Goddess Isis, the Divine Mother. I have a statue of Isis on my dressing table at home, and this morning, and I also have a dragon as well on the corner. And so the dragon was really present this morning. They really just locked eyes with me and Isis obviously too. And I just feel like today I was going to pull from the Rose Oracle, which is still very pertinent to her because obviously she's one of the divine mothers. However, I have her book with me, the Isis Oracle, and I don't have the cards. But I just thought I was just guided to share a passage with you. So if you're seeing this message is very much for you. Just check with your higher self. Obviously, always check with your higher self. This is a card that came out the other day. So I'll just show you just for visual wise so you can see some of the beautiful artwork of Isis. So this one is for Wings of Isis. However, today what came through for you is, if you're seeing this is very much possibly for you, Serpent of Fire, Priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood. Isis, priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood and Queen of the Serpent Fire, guides you through transformation now as your energy field grows stronger and old energies are burned away in the process of your growth. Trust that you are growing and are more capable than you have been previously. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you have ever been. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis is helped you now. So that is super incredible. I was going to say super cool, but it's actually like next level. I don't think I've ever pulled this card ever before. This is pretty big. So if you've been going through a transformation, know that you're just getting stronger and stronger. Your aura, everything that you're doing is bang on. So whatever you've been doing to get to this point, to get stronger, congratulations. Like, that's incredible. There's so much internal work that needs to be done to get to this point. So I'm celebrating you. Like, what you've done is incredible because Isis, Goddess Isis, is here. I mean, this is the divine feminine, like she is on the lineage of the Rose lineage. Just for those of you that might not be aware, you've got Mother Mary, you've got Mary Magdalene, you've got Isis, you've got Hathor, Green Tara, Kuan Yin. Like, these are like the powerful deities. And they're really wanting to work through you now, and specifically Isis. So call on her. She is magnificent. I mean, she was the goddess, an Egyptian goddess, goddess of magic. So magic, transmutation and transformation. She's here to really assist you now at this time. So I'm super excited for you. I'm just going to read a little bit more from the book so that you've got some more information. The serpent headpiece of Isis represents the inner fire serpent of Kundalini as it rises in accordance with spiritual growth and empowerment. This happens when the time is right and we are ready. It is important to realize that as your inner energy and power is growing now, you will need to get used to new levels of strength. This means that you will need to adjust your sense of your own abilities to meet your new levels of energetic empowerment. Wow. And I'm 333, I've just got there on the clock, which is the Ascended Master number, which is, and no surprises as Isis is an Ascended Master. So she is really present for you guys. So if you don't work with her already, I would suggest that you work with her. If you want to work with her through me, contact me on www.annemariehughes.com.au. I work with all these divine feminine energies, and Isis is one of my main guides. If you follow me, obviously Jesus is, Mary Magdalene is, Mother Mary is, Kuan Yin. I work with all these divine feminine energies, and they have been working on my body for probably the last 8 years to attune me to actually channel for them. So if this is your path, or you want to really deepen your connection to these beautiful energies, divine mother energies that are here to bring this love frequency back into planet Earth, please do reach out to me if you would like some assistance with that. So you will need to realize you are capable of more than you previously were, and also you may need to temper your behavior to take into account the greater power and effect of your words, thoughts, and actions. And all I can say here is, guys, like, you've obviously done so much work to get to this point, because these mothers don't work with people with ego. So this is huge. Like, the fact that they want to work with you is massive. When you grow stronger, your words, thoughts, actions, and intentions gather potency more so than before, your responsibility for what you put out into the world grows too. In the same way that a drop of water causes less movement than a tsunami, your emotions and words will have a bigger effect because the energy behind them. Your serpent of fire is awakening. Isis can help you manage this process so that you put out into the world comes from a place of wisdom and love, service and compassion, healing and awareness. Like that's what I was like saying before. It's like they only work through people that they can trust to bring in this literally wisdom, love, service, compassion, healing and awareness. That is the kind of people that they're working with. So if you're seeing this now, I am just celebrating you so much for getting to the point of where you are now, because you've done a lot of inner alchemy and a lot of transformation. That's massive. So, just so proud. I'm so proud. They're just, I'm just getting the word proud coming through. So they're so proud of you. If you're in Perth, by the way, I actually do one-on-one sessions in person, like, if you have pulled this oracle along with the Eye of Horus, then you must be particularly careful with your thoughts, asking that any negative thoughts be cleared when you catch yourself thinking in such a way. Your mind has a lot of power, and sending negative or vengeful thoughts towards another, even if just in a rash moment of anger, can be harmful to them. If you catch yourself doing this, it is extremely wise to go into your heart and apologize to them and send them love, even if it is just someone walking down the street or driving a car, and the entire process happens only in a matter of seconds. Interesting, because yesterday I was guided to share with you changing your any negative thoughts that you're having into positive thoughts. So that's a video from yesterday, if you would like to have a look at that. That's super interesting. That's come along today. The Eye of Horus, obviously that's the Holy Trinity here. This is like the story of Isis and Osiris, and Horus was the divine child. So this is really powerful stuff. And the reason that they're working through you now is because you have the ability to flip those negative thoughts into positive, because it is super important for anyone that is working in this realm of energy that they're working for a good and good only, for the greater good of all of humanity, for God, for the highest timeline of everyone. There's no ego involved in this at all. So yeah, it's just a reminder, any negative thoughts, flip it really into a positive. And know too, like any negative thoughts that you're sending to another is literally going to come back at you. Like that is the law, the universal law of karma and cause and effect. So if you're sending a bad negative thought to someone else, it is going to come back at you essentially. So you're that powerful right now. It is really important that if you do have a negative thought, alchemize it straight off the bat. Just go bang. Just notice it and alchemize it. The second lesson of the Oracle of the Serpent is to trust in the process of the inner fire and what is being burned away. Just as the serpent sheds its skin to reveal itself in you, there are changes happening inside of you, and some old identities, beliefs about yourself and others, old habits or patterns of behavior that will not survive the growth into the new expression of you. Whilst you will likely be happy to let these go, there can be uncertainty and a sense of not knowing who you are anymore as you transition between the old and new expressions of yourself. This is a sign that you are growing in a profound way, and rather than something to be avoided, it can be embraced as confirmation of this growth. Lady Isis, priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood, understands that in the growth of spiritual power, old forms are burned. I'll read that again actually. Lady Isis, priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood, understands that in the growth of spiritual power, old forms are burned away to allow for new life to emerge. It is safe to trust that any endings or discomfort as the familiar begins to make a way for the unfamiliar in your life now are signals of your growth and are to be celebrated. And I've had a few clients lately, and they are having to put up solid boundaries with people from the past. And essentially how I see it is that Earth is like an Earth school, and at the moment it's been really shown to us that we literally have to put boundaries in order to allow the new to come in. So a lot of us have had friends that we were friends with for decades, in some cases decades, and they're realizing that those friends are actually really detrimental, and they're holding them back from stepping into their power. Now in 2026, this is the time for you to step fully into what you came here to do. So a lot of people now are being asked to actually shed any old friendships that are not serving them well. And it is super uncomfortable because you've got to put up a boundary all of a sudden, and then these people ask why this is happening, and you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to. You can just say, look, this is my feeling at the moment. This is how it is. Maybe I'll explain it to you one day. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. You don't have to explain yourself. If you have to cut someone out for a while, it doesn't have to be forever, but just even for this year, in order for you to step into your power. Because what is also being shown to me through a lot of people that I'm working with is that a lot of people were actually holding a lot of people back. In really like family members, we've got mothers holding their own sons back. A guy I'm working with at the moment, he was with a beautiful lady for 6 years, and something happened, and then all the friends and the family, they all got involved, and it's really profound because they actually split up. And I do see them getting back together now, and I'll certainly be helping him with that, because when I look at photos of them, they were so at peace and so in love, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful, profoundly, it's just gorgeous. Looking at the photos, I obviously wasn't in his life back then, but I'm just noticing that this is a big thing, and a lot of people are actually, they got between them. Sorry, I've got some people looking at me. So you've got people interfering, essentially. Got people sticking their nose in, sticking their 2 cents worth in, and it was detrimental for, not only his, but other people that I'm working with, the relationships. If you feel that you need to break up with someone, by all means, But if someone's telling you to break up with someone, don't listen to them. Honestly, guys, listen to your intuition here. It comes down to you. Follow your heart. Listen to your heart. Don't listen to anyone else. It's just really coming in strong here. And I've lost my page because I want to go back to the invocation. There's actually a ritual on a full moon, so I might do that for the full moon ceremony if if that comes up later on. So Serpent of Fire 152. I'll just go back to that. Sorry, and I'll just read out the invocation for you, just so that you've got that. I think that would be a really nice way to maybe end out this message. So, incantation to the Serpent of Fire. Serpent of fire, rise above, filled with unconditional love. From the base of my spine to my heart, your ascending fire now does start. To cleanse, to release, begin, rebirth of myself now from within. From my heart to the crown of my head, burning away energies dying or dead. Igniting new life, new love, new fire, serpent of fire, rising higher and higher. I'm just going to add a little bit, if you would like, some distance healing right now from Lady Isis. I'm just going to ask Lady Isis to channel through me and send to the people that need it, the people that are watching this right now, sending the incantation to them. So, yeah, just click out if you don't want that. So, and just now. Okay. Just, Lady Isis, please send the incantation. I'll just read it again so that we can really duplicate this if this is what you want. Serpent of fire, rise above, filled with unconditional love. From the base of my spine to my heart, your ascending fire now does start. To cleanse, to release, begin, rebirth of myself now from within. From my heart to the crown of my head, burning away energies dying or dead. Igniting new life, new love, new fire, serpent of fire, rising higher, rising higher. So yeah, just asking Isis to send you lots of love, send the incantation, and do all that's needed in your body right now for this transformation. And we're thanking Lady Isis right now for her love and support and her guidance. And if you do want to call her in, ask her to be with you. So I always suggest connecting with your own higher self first, and then obviously calling in Lady Isis to do that extra work for you. And know that Lady Isis, or Goddess Isis, she's actually a fragment of you anyhow. So your higher self is part of your oversoul network, your I am presence, which is what Jesus was teaching. So and Mary Magdalene were teaching. So Lady Isis is a fragment of your oversoul, your higher self. So know that when you're working with her, you're actually working with a part of you. So if you're seeing this right now, your frequency, you are a part, she is a part of you. She forms part of your oversoul network. So when you're working with her, you're essentially working with a part of yourself. It's super cool. And you know, as our Oversoul network, we actually we're working with not only Lady Isis. Lady Isis, I think, originated from Sirius. I could be wrong, but she's Syrian, so she comes from the Syrian planet. Like for example, Jesus now would be Pleiadian. We've got Sekhmet, she'd be Lyran. You know, you've got Arcturians, you've got Andromedans. But essentially, a lot of these ascended masters, like you, have actually incarnated and spent lifetimes on these different planets. So when you're working with Lady Isis, you're working with a soul fragment of yourself that has probably been with you many, many lifetimes on Earth, but also on planet Sirius as well. So on that star system, Sirius. And yeah, if you'd like to learn more about that, you can make an appointment with me, and we can go through and look into your Akashic records and look into all the past lives that you've had. If you want to help with clearing past lives, I can help you with that, and just integrating past lives, I can definitely help you with that. Or if you just want some clarity around who your guides are, I do 2-week containers. We can work together on a 2-week container, and we have messages back and forth to one another on WhatsApp, and then we have, in that 2 weeks, we just have one call on Zoom, and then we can get to chat face to face to really integrate the energies as well. So if you're wanting to work with Lady Isis or any of the Divine Mothers, please do reach out. I would love to help you with that. So I'm just celebrating you so much, to get to this point where, you know, the Divine Mothers are trusting you to bring forth their energies, you know, to the point, because you can see from this message, they don't mess around with people that they don't trust. So you are divinely guided, divinely protected. You are part of the soul family that is here to bring forth the frequencies of the Divine Mother, whether that be in art, in what I do in speaking, in teaching, or whether it's through dance, through all of the above. Can be through that, any creative arts, you know, you got to remember, we are literally multi-dimensional. You know, we're not you know, society wants us to have a job and say that we're, you know, a bank teller. That's something I did in the past. Or I worked in HR, I was a HR recruitment officer. You know, it's no, you're not ever just that one thing. You know, you are a multitude of all of it. And for those of you, okay, my video has stopped. I need to make some space on my phone, so I will finish the message. I just, yeah, I think I meant to finish the message. It's getting too long, so I just want to wish you a beautiful day today. It is Sunday here in Perth, and I'm wishing you a beautiful day, whatever part of the world you are in. I hope this message served you really well, and I'm just so congratulating you, and I'm I was gonna say rooting for you, but you know what I mean, don't you? And yeah, I love you guys, and yeah, I'm just so proud, and I'm sending you so much love and support and all the good blessings, just sending a multitude of good blessings your way. Love you guys. See you in the next message.